Our top focus story is from Libya, where 4 Indian professors have reportedly been abducted by the Islamic State terrorists. The kidnapping has been confirmed by the government, which has said that the Indian mission in Tripoli was informed around 11 last night. The 4, 2 from Hyderabad, 1 from Bengaluru and the 4th from Raichur in Karnataka were reportedly stopped at a rebel checkpoint 50 kilometers off the town of Sirte. According to reports, 3 of those abducted are teaching at the Sirte University. The 4th works for the Jufra University. All 4 have reportedly been brought to Sirte overnight. Tragically, all 4 were actually on their way back to India via Tripoli and then Tunisia before they were picked up on the outskirts of Sirte. Though the role of the Islamic State is still not confirmed officially, sources say the 4 could have been held hostage by the Islamic State. This is the 3rd major kidnapping of Indians by the Islamic State terrorists. Last year, 40 Indian construction workers were abducted in Iraq's Mosul city. A 24-year-old from Chandigarh, Harjeet Masih, managed to escape. 1 year later, the Indian authorities have no information about the whereabouts of the missing 39. The government insists they are still alive. Then again, on the 14th of July in 2014, 46 Indian nurses were held in ISIS captivity in Tikrit, once again in Iraq. After intense efforts by the Indian government, the nurses were finally released. Ministry of External Affairs Vikas Swarup confirmed the kidnapping of the Indian nationals in Libya. Let's listen in.
Around 11 p.m., our mission in Tripoli came to know that 4 Indian nationals who were returning to India via Tripoli and Tunis were detained at a checkpoint approximately 50 kilometers from Sirte. Of the 4 Indian nationals, 2 are from Hyderabad, 1 from Raichur and 1 from Bengaluru. 3 of them were faculty members at the University of Sirte and 1 was working at the Sirte University's branch in Jufra. The Ministry of External Affairs, through its head of mission in Tripoli, is ascertaining the details regarding the incident. According to information available through our sources, all the 4 Indian nationals have been brought back to Sirte. We are in regular touch with the families concerned and all efforts are being made to ensure the well-being and early release of our 4 Indian nationals.
And we have the first reaction that is coming in from the families. The family of one of the abducted Indians has spoken to India today. The anxious family is desperate for details. Gopi Krishna, one of the relatives, spoke to India today and said they're extremely concerned about the well-being. They're still waiting to get details from the government. They're also in touch with some of the experts in Libya trying to get to know more about the abduction. Joining me now with the latest is Editor South, T.S. Sudhir. Before I do that, let's listen in to the family reaction.
आशीष भाई आप पूछे तो फोटो भी दे
Editor South T.S. Sudhir now joins me with the latest. Sudhir, what more do we know of the 4 Indians who've been abducted? What's the latest?
Well, we have been in touch with the family of Gopi Krishna, who is a professor of computer science at the university there in Libya, and he's one of the 4 who has been abducted. What his family told us was that they themselves were living with Gopi Krishna for the last 7 to 8 years, and only in 2010 they decided to come back to Hyderabad for the sake of the education of the 2 children. Obviously extremely anxious as to what has happened because they do know of previous cases of abductions as well. They also would hope that just like the 46 Indian nurses from Kerala predominantly were brought back to India and Kerala, they would have some kind of success in this case as well. But yes, given the kind of history, recent history of what ISIS militants are known to do, they are extremely anxious at this point in time. What's happening is that they have reached out to the Telangana government and also to the Ministry of External Affairs. In fact, last night when I spoke to Murli Krishna, the brother of Gopi Krishna, he was very, very cagey about giving out too many details, because that's a kind of fear element, because they do not really know how the ISIS militants could actually react. So
Yes.
they were told by the Ministry of External Affairs to keep things confidential at the moment. But now both the Telangana government as well as the Ministry of External Affairs in constant touch with the families to keep them updated as to the progress of what they are doing at their level in Libya to get them set free.
Stay with me for a moment. I will come back to you for more. But once again, let's listen in to Professor Gopi Krishna's family in India.
Wednesday evening 6 o'clock only he spoke with me. He told like that today 31st Friday my flight is in Tunisia, via Tunisia. I reached 1st August reached to Hyderabad, like only he told me. That is the last talking with me. My demand is, my request is, please safely my husband and other 3 people. I want, please take your action immediately. That is my request all.
Sudhir, has there been any demand for ransom? Is this kidnapping for ransom? Does the family have any details about why this happened?
Absolutely none. If there is any kind of demand for ransom, at least the family has not been told anything about it by the Ministry of External Affairs. In fact, the wife Kalyani, the wife of Gopi Krishna, who you just heard, also told us the fact that when they were living in Libya, they did not feel any threat. And even though many abductions had taken place by ISIS militants, they did not feel unsafe out there, which is why probably Professor Gopi Krishna and his 3 colleagues continued to work there, continued to teach at the universities there in Libya. But yes, as she pointed out, they were planning to return to India, which is when this kind of a kidnapping has taken place. Obviously very distraught. They would hope that the Ministry of External Affairs is in constant touch, reaches out to the militant group and manages to get them set free at the earliest.
Okay. Now, in this case, the families felt safe in Libya. They returned in 2010. So, around that time, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi was still in control of that country, or at least parts of that country, till the deterioration started taking place. Ever since he was killed, the situation went from bad to worse. Did they want to come back forever, or were they only coming back for a vacation, the 4 professors, Sudhir?
No, the impression that at least the family gave was that they returned in 2010 for the sake of the children, education of the children, but the professors continued to stay on. At this point in time also, they are not very sure whether he was returning permanently, but yes, they were aware of the fact that, at least the family was aware of the fact that the situation there was deteriorating. It was not really very safe for people from other nationalities to actually be seen working in different places like universities in Libya. They were under constant threat. They were returning is what they told. Whether it was going to be for on a permanent basis or whether they are going to return after some time, not very clear. At least the family is not very clear about what the exact plans of the 4 professors were. But yes, along with Professor Gopi Krishna, there is also another gentleman called Professor Balram, who also belongs to Hyderabad. He lives in the Trimalgiri area of Sikandrabad in Hyderabad, who has also apparently been abducted. We're also making attempts to reach out to his family in Hyderabad. But yes, 4 gentlemen being abducted in Libya. Obviously, both the Ministry of External Affairs and the 2 governments of both Telangana and Karnataka in constant touch with the MEA to ensure that at least the families get updated information as to what is being done for the sake of the 4 people.
Okay. Now we also have a reaction from Murli Krishnan. Murli Krishnan's brother was also abducted. Let's listen into what Murli Krishnan is saying about the efforts being made by the government in the state and at the center.
मेरा नाम मुरली कृष्णा सर। मुरली कृष्णा, बताइए कि आपको पहले कब पता चला? सर एक्चुअली मेरे को कल सुबह 9 बजे मेरे को पता चला सर। उसके बाद में ये लिबिया में जो काम करता था वो इंडिया में आ गया है। उनको पहले पता चला है वेडनेसडे नाइट को, लेकिन मेरे को इन्फॉर्म किया है उन्हें कल सुबह 9 बजे मेरे को इन्फॉर्म किया था ऐसे ऐसे हुआ है। कुछ 4 आदमी लोग को वहाँ पे उतार दिया है, उतार के ड्राइवर को वो लोग भेज दिया है कि 4 आदमी को लेके गया है, कहाँ लेके गया है क्या है कुछ भी मालूम नहीं है करके ऐसे बोला है।
क्या आपका भाई क्या करता था वहाँ पे?
मेरा भाई है ना कंप्यूटर साइंस का असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर है सिर्ट यूनिवर्सिटी में।
ओके, लास्ट टाइम आपसे बात कब हुई थी?
मेरे से बात हुआ है लास्ट 15 डेज का बैक बात हुआ है। ओनली व्हाट्सएप में डेली बात होते रहता है उनसे।
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि इंडियन एम्बेसी से, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट से आपको क्या कुछ फोन आया या फिर क्या?
नहीं, इंडियन एम्बेसी से मेरे को कोई फोन नहीं आया। मैं भी किसी से भी कांटेक्ट भी नहीं किया है मैं अभी तक।
कितने दिन पहले आपका भाई लिबिया गया?
वो जाके लास्ट ईयर सितंबर में गया था। अभी वैकेंसी से छुट्टी है, छुट्टी में अभी आ रहे हैं सर वहाँ से। अभी आने के टाइम आज एक्चुअली टूनिशिया से दुबई जाके, दुबई से आज टूनिशिया का आज टिकट है उनका एक्चुअली। जाके कल सुबह मेरे को हैदराबाद में आने वाला है। वो सिर्टे यूनिवर्सिटी से जैसे ट्रिपोली तक कार में जा रहा था। सिर्टे यूनिवर्सिटी से 50 किलोमीटर दूर में ये लोग को पकड़ गया।
तो कभी भी आपसे व्हाट्सएप में था या फिर फोन पे था? कभी लिबिया तो इतना डिस्टर्ब कंट्री है, उसके बारे में कभी बताता था?
डिस्टर्ब कंट्री है करके बोल रहा था, लेकिन ऐसे तो किसी को भी नहीं किया है। कभी किया था, एक दो आदमी को किया है, लेकिन वो लोग से वो पैसा ले लिया है और सेलफोन ले लिया, लैपटॉप ले लिया, उसके बाद वो लोग को छोड़ दिया था। अभी इस बार तो इन लोग को तो पकड़ के ऐसे रखा है।
तो आपका भाई क्यों गए वहाँ पे? कब उनको जॉब मिला और किस वजह से गए थे?
उन्हें 2007 से उन्हें काम कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे। अभी तो पहले साल तो नहीं है ना। वो ऐसे पेपर में गया था, निकला था, उन्हें अप्लाई किया था, उसमें सेलेक्ट हुआ है। हर साल तो जा रहे आ रहे सभी कर रहे हैं।
तो आपकी क्या गुजारिश है?
मेरे क्या गवर्नमेंट को मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, मेरा भाई को और 3 आदमी लोग हैं, सबको वो सेफली इंडिया में लेके आके हम लोग को तो देना बोल के मैं सबको, गवर्नमेंट को, होम मिनिस्टर को और प्रधानमंत्री को, सबको मैं लाने के लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ।
Joining me now is India Today's Smita Sharma. She's been tracking developments at the Ministry of External Affairs. Smita, what more does the government know? What progress so far?
Well, the government, of course, is trying to establish contact because that would be the primary concern here through various channels available, be it, of course, the Indian mission in Tripoli, which, remember, is not actually a fully staffed mission at the moment. Most of the other embassies and missions in Libya have been wrapped up over the years, but India, Pakistan, Bangladesh are few of the countries that still have a diplomatic post there. Also, what we are learning is that they are in touch with some of the officials at this University of Sirte, which otherwise, remember, has been closed down since February of this year, following, of course, the town having fallen to the ISIS forces, which is the reason why, though, of course, as of now, it's still not confirmed whether these are men belonging to ISIS or some splinter militia that actually took the Indian men's. And the term being used here by the Ministry of External Affairs, which is treading very cautiously on this issue, given its sensitivities and various concerns around it, is that they have been detained. They are not saying that they have been abducted at the moment, because otherwise, if you see in Libya, normally Libyans, people who are in Libya, they seem to suggest that normally Libyans are, are generally very well disposed towards Indians, and they have a sort of a goodwill. But obviously, if these are ISIS militants, then there is that much worrisome element here, given the fact that in Mosul also we still have 39 Indian construction workers who've been, of course, abducted for more than a year now, Gaurav.